You know, Carol, this is Kay, and I wonder if Dorie could just, since Barb isn't here, because I think she's done a lot of what the question was about as far as creating some internal support. And then I also know that and that Christy, and I'm sorry, that it's gmc.org, and so I don't know for sure where that's from, but I think it's the Northeast too, Dorie. That we actually highlighted their organization in our last newsletter.
Yeah, that's the Glendive Medical Center.
Thank you. Can you speak to both of those facilities and what they're doing to provide internal support for their students?
Oh, sure, I can. So let's do Barb Dunbar first because she was really looking forward to being a part of this today, and she's very ill. Uh, I hope it's not the influenza, but she emailed me this morning and said, "I'm so sorry, so late a notice, but I'm so ill." So Barbara implemented an LPN program at Highline. Highline was contemplating changing their licensing from long-term to assisted living. And Barb and Dwayne Murray came in and took over the facility and really transformed the facility. They overcame all of the deficiencies that were on their surveys and got everything back up and running to where they could train and do the things that they needed to do to excel the community and the center. Barb now has 3 LPN students that she is providing computers and work time on the job for them to complete their online classes. She has taken the CRRN training, preceptor training, so where she can complete their clinicals for them. And she has encouraged us to come to the facility several times and get them enrolled and we had Job Service come in and help them with funding. Job Service came in and had a big meeting at their facility with the students and helped them get signed up for any funding that was available through WIOA. And she has encouraged them every step of the way, and she's actually been the on-site career coach for these CNAs that are moving forward. And so she is very excited that she is home growing 3 LPNs now. And LPNs were very scarce in that area. So I think Phillips County also has a CRRN and a preceptor, and they are connected to Highline. So they have really moved forward with their program. She's very excited. They do not have any travelers now. They do not require travelers. They've trained, I think, 3 med aids on site, and so they're really moving forward quickly. They are very encouraged. Their residents are getting much better care through this Healthcare Montana training and opportunities. They are contemplating the 2 apartments that they had for travelers. They're contemplating transforming those into on-site childcare for their employees. So they have a very solid support system under their employees that are moving forward in their education. And so we really commend them for all the work that they're doing. And they're very excited that Montana Health Network is going to retain me as the career coach here in this area. So they're extremely excited about that as well. So, and then Christy at Glendive Medical Center is another very much of an advocate for the students, and they also have the Eastern Montana Veterans Home there. So she is training a number of med aids, quite a number of med aids. I think there's 5 or 6 right now that are in the apprenticeship, and CNAs and restorative care. And they're very much looking forward to the behavioral health issue, or the behavioral health curriculum that's coming about, because they have to deal a lot with PTSD with the veterans. And so she's very much an advocate for the students. And we have one student there, I believe, that has not got her high school diploma yet, and that is not preventing her from getting certified, but in order to get her credential through the Department of Labor, she has to have her high set. So she is working now with Dawson Community to get her high set. So well-rounded all the way around between Healthcare Montana, the Montana Health Network, and their facilities in Glendive is a great sisterhood working toward the students moving forward. And really, I think after a lot of them get their Med Aid, they might even be ready to put their feet in the water toward an LPN or an ASN. And of course, Glendive and Sydney offer the ASN program through MCC. They're in partnership with MCC. So we're really excited to see how many of them will move forward from there. But in all essence, the rural communities are really moving forward with everything that Healthcare Montana has implemented and all the curriculums that they've put into place, and working very closely with the Department of Labor to get the apprenticeships in place, and moving even more apprenticeships in place as regulated by their needs in their community. So we are really excited about Malta and Glendive both, as we are about all of our facilities that are working. But some of them are just so exemplary in their thought processes, and even developing curriculums and different areas for hiring tools, and now looking forward to hiring med aids that are already certified, and advertising for those people who maybe would like to move to a smaller community. So Glendive has a lot going for them because of the community college there, and because of the facilities that are really active in everything that's being implemented at this point and asking for more. So that's just kind of my take after working with these two facilities, that they are very encouraged and very excited about what's coming about through the work of Healthcare Montana for the last 3 years.
Thanks, Dorie. And I also just wanted to add about Glendive Medical Center. In addition to providing all those resources for their students to do their schoolwork, they also developed a nurse mentor program to support the students, and 5 nurses volunteered to participate. And so as a result of having those nurses really being actively engaged with those students, they're really getting really good instruction during their clinical training.
And they're very good mentors. I mean, if you're going to have a mentor, you have to have someone who's really tuned into the students and really encouraging them along the way, and they're wonderful at that.
So great. Thanks, Dorie, for stepping in. Any questions or comments?
Or if you have any questions for Christy, or even though Barb's ill, I'm sure we could text her some questions as well.
Absolutely.
So there is a question in the chat box. Do you have an update on when the behavioral health aid program is going to be available? We're actually have that in our resource guide that we're going to cover at the end. So if you can just hang on a few minutes, Letitia will give you all the pretty details. Okay, I think we're ready to move along. Kay, if you want to hit the next slide, please.
Okay.